I've got an idea for a movie.
You do?
Oh, yeah. It stars famed actor Willem Dafoe.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Sure.
Great idea for a movie pitch for Willem Dafoe.
Are you making it up right now, or did you already have this before?
I have got a nucleus of an idea.
Okay.
Willem Dafoe works in a palace for an elite upper class. I work in a palace for an elite upper class. I'm the muckraker, raking all the muck. And he's in this, like, beautiful palatial banquet hall, and the floor is just covered in, like, up to his ankles in muck. Filthy muck. And he's got a big rake, and he's literally raking the muck.
What?
Back and forth, all day long in this banquet hall.
So he's not putting it anywhere. He's just moving it
Just
with a rake.
shifting it around. There's, like, half-eaten turnips in there, apple cores. It's really filthy. I got nowhere else to go. I am but a serf, but a soif, working for the aristocracy, and I've had enough. I want to rise up, take control of the elite for myself, and the working bourgeoisie, if they're the good ones. Are the bourgeoisie the good ones? Are the bourgeoisie the good ones?
You're asking me. They're not the good ones. No, I don't think.
All right, the bourgeoisie. Brendan Fraser works in the palace as food preparationer, and he's in the kitchen, and he's got a big bucket, and he's throwing them turnips in there, and he's throwing them apples in there, and he wipes the sweat off his brow, and he says, I can't believe how much sweat I got on my brow because of them there aristocrats forcing us to do back-breaking labour while they sit there and squeal.
Pigs? Wow.
You've cottoned onto it.
It's very inspiring, sort of.
I bring you the world of Pig Palace. It's about a dejected lower class. This is a whole film about class warfare. A dejected lower class who have been under the trotter of piggy oppression for far too long. You got Willem Dafoe raking muck in a banquet. I mean, there's muck everywhere.
Is he getting paid, or why is he doing it? Is it a job?
They're serfs.
Oh, so they're sort of slaves, but not totally.
Basically, the pigs have a fiefdom, and they've got to work just to eat. I just got to shift this muck. Just for a few apples a day. It's an apple economy. Because of the pigs. Brendan Fraser's having a terrible time. Deborah Messing from Will and Grace is there as a servant.
Serving the pigs? Are the pigs actual pigs, or?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. The pigs are just pigs. No clothes, no dialogue. They are just wandering around while all of these humans are slaving away for them, and they are fucking pissed off at the pigs.
So they could just, I mean, the pigs don't do anything to stop them from stopping their jobs.
No.
They could just take the apples. It's not like the pigs can stand up and say, don't take those apples, because they're just pigs. They don't know. Is that right? I just want to make sure I'm getting it right.
They hate the pigs so much.
And they've guessed that if they try to stop the pigs, they would lose.
They have assumed that.
At some point, Willem Dafoe is like, I can't stop these pigs.
Willem Dafoe is raking that mug.
Yeah?
Hugo Weaving arrives as the delivery boy. I'm the delivery boy, here with some new muck. Shall it go in the banquet hall? Oh, for fuck's sake. More muck. I'm breaking my back as it is. Can't you put the muck somewhere else? This is your name on the form, isn't it? Yeah, that's me. Peasant. The peasant.
Peasant to peasant.
Well, peasant-y peasant. If it's your name on the form, I'm just gonna put this chute in through the window and pump all the muck from my truck into it. Have you ever thought about rising up against the pigs? What? Yeah, I thought so. Alright, let's just get this muck in here. These fucking pigs, why do they make me do this? Why do they make me do this?
He doesn't. No one does.
And then all of this muck slaloms out of the truck.
Ugh.
And covers Willem Dafoe. And it's all like mulched food and bits of grass and compost. And it all pours all over him. And then he just looks at the camera and gurns this big miserable look on his face and just looks at the camera and shrugs and goes,
lot of people could relate with that.
I think in a way we're all like under the thumb of pigs.
Sure.
And Brendan Fraser even says that at one point. He says, I think in a way we're all under the thumb of pigs.
But he's literally, though. So it's not in a way. It's just, it is that.
Deborah Messing says, I think in a way we're all under the thumb of pigs.
She
and
also.
then Willem Dafoe says, I agree with you too. In a way. Looks at the camera. We're all under the thumb of pigs.
Really makes you think.
I mean, it really makes you think, doesn't it, viewers?
At the camera?
Yeah.
Still?
We got a point to make here, folks.
It's extremely on the nose. There's no subtlety. There's no room for interpretation.
Is it on the nose? You may be thinking to yourself. Or is it on the snout? Because of pigs!
Whoa.
Which, in a manner of speaking, we're all under the thumb of.
They don't have thumbs, pigs, so it's the metaphor.
Now, at this point, you might be thinking to yourself, pigs don't have thumbs. Yeah? Well, ours fucking do! Look at the thumbs on that fucking pig! And then the camera turns around and there's a pig there just staring at the camera, really confused. And the camera zooms in and out on the pig's trotters, and it does have human thumbs. And that music from Kill Bill plays just... Wah, 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 wah.
So that's why they can't stop the pigs. These pigs have thumbs, so you can't stop them.
I mean, I'm just saying. An ordinary pig, I'd fancy my chances, but a pig with a thumb? You don't know what that porcine fucker's gonna do.
Is there, I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot or in any way make you feel like I don't respect the idea, but is there any history of anyone trying to rise up against the pigs and them failing? So people would be like, oh, we can't do it because somebody tried and it didn't work. So if we try, something bad will happen to us. I mean, do they have any education or any reason to not try?
I mean, this seems like the sort of thing that gets addressed in the third or fourth film in the franchise.
Oh, like like the Underworld films, how like the third or fourth one they go back in time for a bit.
Well, there's like there are hints of a greater lore, because I think Pig Palace can have an expanded universe that incorporates Babe. Daniel Radcliffe at one point is performing his duties. He's a cabbage mulcher. He's mulching the cabbages with his feet, just stamping on them, just going, oh, this is back-breaking labour. Oh, blimey. I sure wish someone would rise up against the pigs.
It's a good idea. It's one of the best ideas yet.
Willem Dafoe waves his rake at Daniel Radcliffe and says, cease this! Cease this rebellion, this talk of rebellion! Speak not of rising up against the pigs. Yeah, why is that? Because we're the underclass. We can't rise up. Why not? Shut up. Shut up and mulch those cabbages.
That's the plot.
I'm just saying, if like, you've got a rake, what's a pig gonna do? Shut up! I got a gun! And I ain't afraid to use it against you!
On Daniel Radcliffe, not the pigs.
You got a gun, why don't you shut up? I'm just saying you could use that. The gun goes off. Close up on the gun, smoke rising from the barrel. Daniel Radcliffe lying backwards, hole blown in his head, freshly mulched cabbage dripping from between his toes. Oh God, what have I done? What have I done? I just shot the cabbage muncher. The cabbage mulcher by royal appointment. Shot him in the head. I gotta get rid of the body. Grabs Daniel Radcliffe's corpse by the ankles, drags it into the palace. Deborah Messing's there. Oh, what you got there, darling? I'm disposing of a body, nothing untoward. Oh, all right, get on with your bad self. Drags the corpse upstairs. Boots open a palatial suite, and inside there's just so many pigs. More pigs than you could imagine, Jonathan. There's about 50 pigs. I mean, you could probably imagine 50 pigs. They're all in there. Pulls the corpse in, lets go, and then leaves and closes the door.
Wait, what?
The pigs will handle that.
What? Oh, okay. Wait. So he was worried that he murdered a man, but not because he thought it was wrong, but because he was worried about negative consequences befalling him because he committed some sort of crime. Because he was pig appointed to be the cabbage mulcher. So I thought he was trying to hide the body from the pigs because he didn't want the pigs to catch him because he's apparently afraid of what the pigs will do to him. It's like the center of his entire character, if you want to call it that, is this existence where not the pigs, he's so scared. But then he just shows the body to the pigs and just throws it in.
It's like my mama always said.
Oh, okay.
If the pigs eat the body, the pigs can't punish you.
It makes sense.
That's what his mama always says?
Yeah. Well, his mama was a muckraker before him.
Oh, I assume she was played by Willem Dafoe in the prequel or whatever.
And anyway, you hear through the door just the sounds of pigs going at it.
Eating the body.
You hear first you hear Daniel Radcliffe just say, "Oh God, thank God, it was just a glancing blow." What you doing? Get away from me! Ah! Ah! Goodbye, England's rose. And then the theme tune plays and the credits go, "May you ever grow in our heart, you were the grace that placed itself where the lives were torn apart."
It's horrifying.
And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle. Never fading in the sunset when the rain set in.
Still alive, but in terrible pain and fear.
They're up to my knees. Oh, in a way, we're all being eaten by pigs. Except Daniel Radcliffe, who really is being eaten by a pig.
Because he made the pig, he gave the man to the pigs. He could have not.
Yeah, and anyway, that's the end of Babe 3, Pig in the Palace.
I was thinking some episode ago that I brought up a Lars von Trier movie, and I felt a little bad about it, because then we were even more, or maybe as much, or maybe not quite as much. We made fun of Hootie and the Blowfish this episode, but Lars von Trier, we also stuck it to him at one point.
We're taking down all of the elite of Hollywood.
But Lars von Trier would make this movie, for sure. He's one of the few who would read this pitch and be like, yeah, I want to add some stuff too. I want to be a co-writer, but I can use all of this. He wouldn't turn down any of this.
I'm an auteur. I wouldn't hear of it.
You wouldn't allow a collaboration. What about Kojima? What if Hideo Kojima, who does some wacky, wild, off-the-cuff, little zany, little bit quirky, different?
He's the one who did Audition, right?
Yeah.
He's got a new game coming out where the guy from The Walking Dead, I think his name is like Dick Bridges or something. His last name is Bridges, and he builds bridges. And there's a guy named Hartman whose heart is working or something.
That's the problem with acclaimed video game director Hideo Kojima. I just think he's a little too direct for a subtle film like Pig Palace. You see, he would have people literally under the thumbs of pigs. But in my film,
yeah,
I say that in a way we're all under the thumbs of pigs.
Right. It's really more of a Verhoeven thing.
Yeah.
But in your movie,
yeah,
Peasant D. Peasant is named that. That is his name.
Yeah, but in a way, he's a peasant.
I think he's literally... Isn't he just a peasant, though?
No, because his name is Peasant.
It's symbolism.
It's symbolism in the same way like a stop sign is a symbol of a stop sign. Like it just is one, though. Like it is a symbol, but it's also just a stop sign, no? Yeah?
Not if you licked it and said it's a big lollipop.
That is what happens.